In our Father's Word, this is Ezekiel 23, verse 17. Then the Babylonians came to her into the bed of love, and they defiled her with their immorality. So she was defiled by them and alienated herself from them. The Babylonians defeated the Assyrians in 612 BC. She revealed her harlotry and uncovered her nakedness. Then I alienated myself from her, as I had alienated myself from her sister. Yet she multiplied her harlotry in calling the remembrance of the days of her youth, when she had played the harlot in the land of Egypt. For she lusted for her paramours, whose flesh is like the flesh of donkeys, and whose issue is like the issue of horses. Now over there in Egypt, you see that great big thing out in front of the pyramids? That's a statue of Satan. They worship a bunch of little g gods over in Egypt. They had one pharaoh named Akhenaten, one god, Ra, the sun god. He built a whole new place to worship and a whole new city to govern from. And then he died, and the whole place was defaced because Akhenaten's son, King Tut, was real young when he took over. And the priests talked him into going back to the old ways and worshiping a bunch of little g gods. So the Egyptians always worshiped little g gods. And God sent the first plague, and God hardened Pharaoh's heart. Then he sent the second plague, and he hardened Pharaoh's heart all the way to the 10th plague, make the Egyptians go through all 10 plagues to teach them a lesson. And they still remember that lesson, even to this day. Now we're going to continue on in our Father's Word. Chichen Itza down in Mexico, set up just like the pyramids, Orion's belt, with the two big pyramids and then a curve. Orion's belt. Chichen Itza, you got the flying serpent coming down the steps and a bunch of snake heads coming out of the walls. That means they worship Satan. Satan's symbol is the dragon, flying dragon, the serpent, the snake. So any of these ancient structures that you see all over the world, they were all either created to worship God or to worship Satan. That's the only two choices you got even to this day. You can worship God or you can worship Satan.